Okay, here we go. So one last video here on this bathroom basement remodel for Bubba. Um, just wanted to give you a final walkthrough. Everything's done. Floors are in. Everything's painted, caulked. And I just wanted to give you some details on the cost of this thing. So if you ever want to do this, you'll at least have some reference for what this thing costs. But basically, I'll give you a quick walk around here. This is looking that way. And you go down here. Everybody loves my door. Had to do this for the city, for code, believe it or not. You know, had to put a glass door in there. Something the city required for, they had a glazing requirement. This is a code job, by the way. So I had to go get permits, had to get an architect. That was like $3,000. So I'll go over the numbers at the end. But it adds up quick. And, you know, they made me do things like add that glass door. Apparently there's a glazing code requirement because these windows aren't big enough. So don't ask me how anybody's going to, if you don't have access to the outside, it's going to be difficult. They made me put this big fan in here, which is controlled by the smoke detector. So what the purpose of this fan is, if there's ever a fire in here, this will kick on and this fan will turn on. And this is a big 6-inch hole in the side of the house out here. And it vents the smoke so you have a chance to get out, which, you know, the door's right there. So it's to me, it's kind of useless, but it's a, you know, the reason is they made me do that because the ceilings are a little low. They're one inch low, believe it or not. These are 7-foot ceilings. If I had an 8-foot, I'm sorry, they're 1 inch below. Yeah, they're 7 foot. If it was 7'1", it would have been okay. It's 1 inch too short. Here's the closet I talk about. Bubba doesn't want doors on it or anything else. He likes it open like this. Fine. There's my carbon monoxide detector. Here's my fancy bathroom, which is the bulk of the cost. I did want to talk about, I know I talked about in some other videos about layout where the bath was supposed to be here, but thank God we put the bath here, okay? And the reason is there was a leak on that side, on the other side of the tub. Now, if you spun this around and put the tub here, there would literally be no way to fix that leak. I mean, zero. And it's good that it's here because I have an access panel over here to get to it. So I found the leak right behind that panel. Thank God that's there. I mean, thank God. Because I've heard horror stories where people had to bust through the side of their house to get to the leaks. So you don't want to do that, obviously. So it's sort of like almost has to be here. But if you're ever going to put one of these in, please think about access because there's all sorts of pumps and tubes and, you know, things leak, right? So this, you can get to this panel, you can get to this panel. I got a panel right there in the closet. I mean, you can get to the bottom of this thing, right? Because you're never moving it again, ever. Trust me. I mean, this thing weighs 200 pounds dry and it's cemented in there right now. So it's not moving. But the bathroom was the bulk of the cost. Everything I went to my FW Web, which is a supplier around here. They had all this stuff. I went to them. I didn't go to Home Depot or anything like that. I didn't chintz out. This stuff is commercial grade. It's very, very heavy duty. I mean, everything here is going to last forever. This is an American Standard tub. You know, this thing cost a fortune. But everything is, I wish you could feel it. It's really solid. I mean, this stuff is not going anywhere. But this bathroom probably is like $15,000 in materials, just materials here, okay? At least. Not including the tile job, which is probably another couple thousand. So bulk of the cost is in the bathroom. The other big thing was this thing here. That's $5,000, which is cheap to have somebody do it. You could do these things yourself, by the way. I've seen people do this, but not me. Okay, I am not touching that. I don't ever want to be an HVAC guy, so I paid somebody to do that. I've used them before. They're very reasonable, and I like their guys. They come in, they do it in one day. This is a one-day job for them, and they're out. So I really liked working with them. The electrician was a couple grand. So all told, I'm into it right now for $48,000. That includes some furniture, that chair, we're getting a dresser here, the TV, everything. That includes everything. The floor, the ceiling, the sheetrock, the 2x4s, and I did most of the work myself. I had a neighbor help me with some of the sheetrock and putting up some of the walls. I had to hire an electrician because the city wants a licensed electrician. He was a couple of grand. He was 23 grand. He was $3 grand. But this stuff adds up. So if you already have heat, if you already don't need a bathroom, you're still talking 30. I'm going to say 30 grand if you do the work yourself. It's unbelievable how expensive it is to build these days. I mean, my first house in Bethlehem was $53,000 for a whole house. And I'm almost at that now for one little room. So that's how much it's gotten out of hand. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I don't know how people are going to do this, but it's for my uncle. He's 90, so he'll sit here. He'll watch his TV. He's got his desk there. It's for him, so I wanted to do it. But I think that's it. If you have any comments, let me know. I learned a lot. Bought a lot of tools too, by the way. The tools I had to buy, I included in that $48,000. Okay, so if you have all the tools, you could probably save a few $1,000s because I bought a lot of tools, air guns, sheetrock lifts, all sorts of tools I bought. But anyway, that's about it. And I'm going to sign off. This will be the last video. And that's it. Bye-bye.